It is a fabulous morning, and as you arrive at your office and try to start your day, suddenly your phone rings. On the other side of the phone is a senior manager, and he tells you that one employee is absconding. Well, that's not the way you wanted your day to ever start. What is up, people? Welcome back, the go-to channel for you smart HRs out there. Yes, you guessed it absolutely right. HR hates absconders or ghost employees. Friends, I'm Akash, a director at Relativity for over 12 years, and that is what we are going to talk about in this third video in the HR Hates This series. Well, today in this video, my friends, we are not going to talk about how to retain employees, okay? And we are also not going to talk about the ample research that has happened which connect retained employees to higher profits in an organization. No, we are not going to do that because you already know it. And I'm definitely not going to talk about this HR subject which is very widely studied, which talks about two types of separations. One is voluntary separation, which talks about resignations and retirement. And the second one is the involuntary separation, which talks about layoffs, which talks about dismissals, terminations, VRS, etc. No, we are not going to absolutely talk about them too. We are only going to talk about what happens when an employee absconds. Number two, as a HR professional, how can you address it? Forget the organization, forget everybody else. We are only going to talk about what you can do and what you should do. So what happens when an employee absconds? Number one, the manager is frustrated not only because his ego is hit, but because his team members are low on morale, they have higher workload, and that leads to higher stress. Number two, this fellow serves as a bad example for those employees who are on the tipping line. And number three, the organization's reputation takes a hit, not only with the co-workers, but sometimes with the clients as well. Number four, as a HR professional, there would be significant pressure on you to close the new hire position as early as possible. Maybe there is a compromise on quality because we don't get the right candidate within the timelines that we want. Extraordinary amounts of effort have to be spent for either termination or legal action against this absconded employee. Man, that absconder just became the devil no one wants to chase, and he's in your house now. Why? Because you are the HR, my friend. Your good day just became the worst day. But the good thing is, there is a solution. Hang on until the end of the video. For starters, if you can afford, you can try IBM's secret way to predict when employees will quit. And they say it's 95% accurate. And for those who can't, hang on until the end of this video. There are some beautiful solutions coming up, my friends. So let's jump right into the solutions, my friends. Timothy Gardner and Peter Holm, between the years 2016 and 2018, undertook extensive research on this subject. You know, they spoke to thousands of employees across hundreds of organizations across the world, and they identified 13 identifiable pre-quitting behaviors that such employees exhibit. In the Indian context, these are the 6 that are most common. Their work productivity has decreased more than usual. Number 2, they have been doing lower amounts of work more frequently than usual. Number 3, they have acted less like a team player than usual. Number 4, they have been less interested in interacting with their managers than usual. Number 5, they have been less willing to take up long-term timelines than usual. And number 6, they have exhibited a negative change in attitude. Now, there is an important lever here. It has to be assessed in comparison to a previous time. We should remember that. We should also remember that as per this research, not everybody who exhibits this behavior is likely to quit. What they say as per the research is that most people who have quit have exhibited this behavior in the previous 12 months with the organization. The second part of the solution is to have open communication channels that you have identified these type of employees. For that, we just need two things, my friends. One is to have a HR team which is extremely approachable. And second is to encourage proactive interaction with people other than their supervisors. This helps those who are not comfortable talking to their managers, so they will end up speaking to at least someone else. And the third part of the solution, my friends, is to show empathy. You know, all that we don't want is an absconding employee. We cannot address the issue of separations beyond a certain point, but we can definitely address this issue of an absconding employees. The earlier two solutions that we spoke about kick in before a resignation event, and this particular solution definitely kicks in after a resignation event. After all, my friends, who wants a disgruntled employee in their organization? Making him stay for more time than just necessary may actually do more harm than good. Yes, we have policies, procedures for everything, but my friends, we are talking about humans. Sometimes there are extraordinary circumstances and some scenarios which we may not be able to examine based on policies and procedures. That's where empathy kicks in. Why don't we talk to them, engage with them and find an amicable solution together? It sure might work. Isn't HR after all to be and to remain as a human? Think about it. So let's quickly sum it up. Assessing pre-quitting behaviors and opening communication channels help us identify and address potential quitters or absconders before a resignation event. Then we don't burn the bridges by showing genuine empathy. This helps after the resignation event. My friends, as always, we have written a detailed article on our blog.relativity.co.in. Link is there in the description below. We have also referenced all the research papers that we have referred for preparing this video. If you are interested, do check them out. So our question of the day, my friends, is which solution that we spoke in this video did you like the most? Do post your comments down below, and I sincerely hope that you like this video. Do subscribe to our channel if you haven't already, and the next video is going to be about prevention of sexual harassment. So stay tuned in, and also connect with me on LinkedIn. Let's continue to be smart as ever. So as promised, I have delivered a workable, a practical solution to all of you. Now last time we have already hated in our previous video, right? So we don't want to hate these fellows this time. Let's do a high five, right? You know, we are not going to have any absconders if you're going to implement these solutions. So that deserves a high five. So with me, my hand, and I'm sure you have your hand there. Yes, that's a high five. Wonderful. Well friends, I hope you liked my video. Thank you very much for watching, and tata, bye bye, and see you until the next one.